All right. Got ourselves a little side delt and arm action today. You know, 9 reps with the 40s isn't actually that bad. 9 reps with the 40s, that's pretty good actually, in my opinion. But side delts are hard muscle for a lot of people to get in tune with. A lot of people feel it in their traps. It used to be a very similar way, but we're behind on how many reps we should do today. I keep a nice little journal, a workout journal, for all my workouts that I do, so that I can make sure that I'm pushing myself and going up every week in the sets and reps and weight that I'm doing. So today's gonna be a little side delt and arm action. Obviously, to start off with the side delts, we're just gonna do dumbbells. We're gonna do 6 to 9 total sets between all the workouts today. So I'll probably hit about 3 here, and then we'll go over to triceps, and then finish off with some biceps. I'm not really worried about my biceps right now, especially size-wise. Gives me a chance to focus more on the side delts and triceps. Especially the triceps. They're gonna get a little less work in the next couple of weeks because I'm having some chest pain, so I'm gonna have to cut back on the chest workouts. Just the tendons don't feel like they're healing quite properly before each chest workout, so I'm cutting back on those a little bit. I'm just gonna focus on every other aspect that I can, which is weird because I could do front delts, I could do presses, split 3 presses, no problem. But I can't really do a bench press without feeling my chest as if it were still sore from the previous week, which is weird because I take about a week between each chest workout right now, so I don't know what's going on there. But like I said, keep a nice little journal of each exercise that I do. Could be considered lame, but this just ensures that I'm pushing myself every week and not being like, I don't know how much weight I did last week, maybe this weight, and then I cop out and be like, I think that's enough reps. Whereas I could be like, exactly last week I hit this many reps with this weight, this many sets, so I can continue on to the next set of weights and try and push myself a little bit further. Like last time I did a side delt and arm workout, I did the 40s for a set of 10 and then 2 sets of 8. So what we're going to try and do today is, because I just hit a set of 9, I'm going to try and just hit 3 sets of 9 and go from there. Also, I took a stim-free pre-workout, and right now the pump is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. I could feel it right now. I don't know how it looks, but just on the warm-ups, my shoulders felt pumped. So hopefully that's a good indication for how this workout's gonna go today. It's also 1:15 in the morning, so this is the end of the day for me. But I did cardio earlier today. I took a nice streaming period, streamed for about 8 hours on Twitch, and then hit the gym. Here we are. So, you know. Okay, we're gonna do 40s for 3 sets. I'm gonna try and hit 9 to 10 reps on these next 2 sets, just so we can keep in power and keep pushing ourselves from last week. But we also want to keep the reps clean, not ego lift a whole bunch when it comes to these lateral raises. It's pretty easy to ego lift, use a lot of momentum. So, slight lean forward, elbows pretty much straight, a slight bend in them, and kind of act like I'm reaching for the corners of the room. Those are the cues that I use to make sure I'm trying to hit my side delts. Really help me stop feeling it in my traps and more in the side delts. All right, let's go. Just fall forward there, a little too much forward. Oh, God. Oh. Whew. Whew. That was a good one. Oh, that was a good set. Yeah, I feel like my side delt's really good right now. Of course, naturally, you're gonna keep feeling it in the traps as well. That happens. You're gonna feel it in the traps. Any sort of shrug motion that you're gonna get in those lateral raises, you're gonna feel the traps. So yeah, I'm feeling it pretty good in the side delts right now. This is like a set of 9.5. I don't think I really put it that 10th rep. We'll put it down as 10 so that next week when we go for it, we can determine if we want to go up weight. Try a different exercise. We can do a cable as well. I don't really like doing cable that much, but sometimes I do, just to throw a different way to stimulate the muscle in there. It's all side raises anyways. It's all the same thing. I think next week though, next time I do side delts and arms, I rock with the 45s, I think. I rock with the 45s. The reason today is a side delt exercise plus arms instead of just arms or front delts, side delts, and arms is because on the chest day earlier this week and the week before that, I hit front delts with my chest exercises. So usually I do about 2 chest exercises, maybe 3, but last week I only did 2 chest exercises and then a front delt exercise. And this week I even did less because I still felt like my chest was sore, so I really wasn't pushing it that hard. I just did a couple sets of flat bench press, moved to an incline. I did 1 set of incline, I think, 1 heavy set of incline, and just moved to a front delt press. And the front delt press felt fantastic, actually. One of the best front delt exercises that I've had in a minute on the Smith machine. But you know, some people rock with the dumbbells. That's perfectly fine as well. Dumbbells for a front presser is all right. This is my first time doing the Smith machine, actually. And the Smith machine actually kind of goes hard. I mess with the Smith machine when it comes to front delts. And incline press. I kind of like the security of it, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, you want to do those free weight exercises, and that's perfectly fine as well. Nothing wrong with those, you know? The stability that comes from the Smith machine makes it more attractive, which is funny. Because I used to be a huge no Smith machine user. Didn't use Smith machines at all. Hated them, actually. Squats, didn't like them. Bench press, hated it. Incline bench press, hated it. Pretty much didn't use Smith machines at all. 0. Because I just think they were a bad alignment, you know what I'm saying? And maybe for like a flat chest press, maybe. You know, especially if you're trying to lift heavy, do some powerlifting things, I wouldn't recommend a Smith press because it doesn't allow the kind of arching motion and the movement of the bar that especially a power press when it comes to a flat bench press typically uses, especially with the power lifters. But you know, with squats, just depends on how you're doing them actually. I use them a lot for squats. I almost exclusively squat on a Smith machine now, unless it's a hack machine, which is back over here. But outside of that, I really just like Smith machine now. I've realized that there's some good uses to it. It adds a lot of stability to a lot of the exercises that I've been doing. So enough yapping. Let's get this last set in, see what happens here. Like I said, go for 9 reps. I'm gonna stop pausing so much, see if I can get these reps in, you know what I'm saying? Kind of pause the bottom a little bit. So I'm gonna try and pick up the speed a little bit. I'm not gonna rush the eccentric, but you know, we're going to stop the pause in between reps so much, I think. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah. They're dead. They're done. They're done. They're done. Oh, the side delts are good. They're good. They're good. They're good. Oh, they're good. Oh yeah. That one really burned. That one really burned. Still burns actually. Pump it. Ow. Man. This pump's gonna be good. This pump's gonna be good. Peep the Avengers jacket, you know what I'm saying? Great pump cover. Captain America, best Avenger. Alright, let's go find a little tricep exercise. See what's going on there. Get some 2 to 3 sets on that. and finish out with biceps. All right, so we try to do weighted dips on a weighted dip machine, but you know what? I felt a little bit in my chest, so we decided to move off that. And we're over on a cable now. We're just gonna do some simple cable push down to the rope. You can get 2 ropes and use the attachment like this. So it's extra long so you can step further back from it, but I don't need to be doing all that. We're just gonna use the 1 cable and rock it from there. All right. Alright, that set was kind of lame. I think we could push it for a little bit more reps. I kind of sold myself short on that one. You know, sometimes you just got to be honest with yourself. Did you push yourself as hard as you can on a set? I feel like a lot of times, for a lot of people, the answer is no. Right here, I think I could have gotten at least 1 or 2 more. A lot than the weighted dips, where the weighted dips, you know, you get a lot of the, especially depending on where your shoulders are flexed to, put a lot of stress in those chest tendons right there. And I was feeling it right there. And I think that doing the weighted dips, I've been doing weighted dips for about 4 weeks now. Nice and heavy too, 1 to 7. I'm going for like 7 reps, you know what I'm saying? So I think that could be playing a large factor in the fact that it feels like my chest might not be recovering enough between my chest days. So for now, I'm gonna stop the weighted dip machine. Probably just stick with single arm push downs and rope push downs for triceps, and hopefully help the chest heal. I'm sure doing the 1 heavy set that I did, because I did a deep set and I pushed through the chest soreness, I'm sure that didn't help. And I won't say it made it worse, but we'll see what happens as far as recovery goes. Especially the way I was trying to specifically do. I was trying to just keep the chest out of it, but I think the angle that my shoulder was at from where it was stretching was putting a lot of tension on the chest. But I was really trying to just move at the elbows instead of come back here and push down like this. I was trying to just bend at the elbows as I'm doing this. But at some point, especially if it's heavy, the chest is going to get involved. So I think cutting back on the weight a little bit and really just focusing on the specific tricep portion of it might actually be beneficial to cutting the chest out of the exercise. But cutting the chest out of a tricep push down on a dip is kind of close to impossible when you get close to the end of the set, especially when your triceps start to get worn. Your chest is going to take over at some point. So you just got to be careful about something like that. I've been awake since 7 in the morning. It's 2 in the morning now, so both those could play a factor. I feel like we're doing decent though, based off the journal that I have, you know, the diary that I have, full of all my exercises and weights that I'm doing for them. We're on schedule right now, so as long as we can finish strong, we'll be all right. I've been doing this since August of 2022. August of 2022 sounds about right. And then at some point, I skipped, like I hurt my quad at some point, so I stopped squatting as often. And when that happened, I just kind of stopped deadlifting as well. My tracking just kind of stopped at that point. And now we're back to our recording again, and it's 2024. So same book since then. But this is what I find is the best way to ensure that I'm getting as much growth as possible. I feel like when I actually use this and I track my weights and my sets and things like that, I actually do a lot better as far as weights go. I also feel like I'm getting much more growth physically as well, because I'm making sure to use as much stimulus as possible, you know what I'm saying? Plus it keeps me accountable. So I'm going to try and go up to 77.5 on this one. That's good right there. Ooh, that is beautiful. I'd like probably a little bit longer of a rope, so I might use 2 ropes next time to be able to fully extend to the sides, because it's hard with a single rope like this. But you know what? Oh, my triceps are dead. We did a good set, good couple of sets there. So our first set we did at 72.5. We did about 9 or 10 of those. We're right at 9. And then our next set was at 77.5. And we did 8 of those? Was it 8? Might have been 9. I'll write 8. Fix it later during the editing. Alright, last set. Last exercise here. Some creature bicep curls. We're going to try for 3 sets of 9. If we can get 3 sets of 9, we'll move up to weight next week. If not, well, we'll see what happens. If we can do a set of 9 and 2 sets of 8, I'll be happy with that as well. But that's usually what I do when I move up weight. I'll move up weight and wait until I can do 2 or 3 sets of at least the minimum of my rep range. I usually do rep ranges of 7 to 9, 7 to 10 sometimes. But like 9 is the upper portion of the range where I want to hit failure. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to be at failure, or a rep or 2 shy of it. So if I go up weight next week and I can only hit 6 reps of it on one of the sets, I'll stay there until I can hit 7, 8, 9 reps for 3 consistent sets, 2 or 3 sets. So we'll see how this one goes. That was 9 good reps. We were definitely feeling it towards the end of that 9th rep right there. Definitely feeling it. Now last week I did this second in my workout sequence. So I did my side delts first and then I did biceps second. So, you know, doing it at the end of the workout where I have acquired more fatigue than I was when I used it as a second exercise in the workout, that could play a factor into how many reps I'm going to do, but I'm going to be still aiming for 3 sets of 9 on this. If I don't hit it, I don't hit it. We'll see how many I can hit. I feel like it's an often overlooked portion of workouts and how they're structured. For most people, it doesn't matter, you know? It doesn't matter, especially if you're just the average lifter. You're trying to get a good lift in. You're trying to look like you lift. The structure and the order that you put your exercises in matters a little less. Obviously, a lot of people want to start with their big movements first, their bench press, their squat, their deadlift, if you do deadlift, because those are going to require the most fatigue. Those are going to need the most muscle recruitment when you go into those, you know what I'm saying? Especially depending how you're going to do your squats. Like some people will do their hamstring curls first, and then they'll do their squats, but their squats are quad biased. So they're putting a lot of the emphasis on quads, where a lot of it is taken off the hamstrings. So in that case, you know, you're probably all right doing those hamstrings first. Me personally, I'm going to start with my squats almost every day of the week that I do legs, because I just like to start with that big movement first, you know. But I feel like for the people that are pretty serious about lifting and probably heavily into bodybuilding and things like that, you know, the order that you put your exercises kind of matters, especially depending on what you're trying to focus on, you know. For example, if you just always put arms at the end of a workout, especially your biceps, I feel like this is a common problem, and you don't feel like you're getting any bicep growth, it's just because you're not prioritizing them enough, you know. If you're always doing them last, whether you're doing it on an arm day or you're doing it on a back day, or even on a chest day, if you're doing them last, you're going to be out of energy. You're going to be tired. It's going to be hard to put as much, oomph into the biceps. So it could affect the growth of it. Like I said, for the general population and the people that just like to look like they lift, you'll probably be okay, But if you get to the point where you're starting to feel like you're missing out or you're not getting gains where you want them to be, definitely think about rearranging your workout. It could be seen as taboo to start with arms on something like a back day. But if you're going to do back and arms in the same day, for example, like a back and tricep day, you can work your triceps out on the back day because you're not going to have fatigue on the triceps. You can put a lot more emphasis onto them. Whereas if you do the biceps with the back day, your biceps are going to acquire a fatigue throughout the workout and then do biceps after, or you can even do it at the beginning. But, if you don't have a dedicated arm day in this particular week, you can put triceps at the beginning of your back day. If you're trying to focus on the triceps, I got to stress that, if you're trying to focus on the triceps, if you put them at the beginning of your back day, that's better to focus on the triceps, But if you're more focused on your back still, obviously do back first. Use as much energy as you can for the back, especially if you want to work on your lats, do your lat workout first, your lat movement first, and then you can move into your arms, something like that. Oh yeah, let's get into our next set. That was the second set at 9. One more set at 9. One more set at 9. Even at 8, if I hit 8, I can go up. I'll allow myself to go up weight for next week. I think the beneficial point of doing, cardio at the beginning of my day is when I'm working out late at night like this to get footage, because that's the main reason I come in at night. I like my day workouts. I like working out in the day. There's people I know there. I like saying what's up, things like that. But I gotta come at night to get footage. Not as busy, unless I find another gym that's a little less busy at all times. But that's pretty hard. People like their fitness these days. Doing cardio at the beginning of the day is better because I don't want to do cardio at the end of a 2 o'clock in the morning workout. I don't want to be here until 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. I want to be in bed by 3:30. Right? I want to be asleep by 3:30. So we'll see what happens as far as that goes. But even in a day workout, I usually do my workouts and then I'll do my cardio right after. Just a little bit of walking. But I find that after I just hit a workout, I kind of am just like checking my watch all the time. I'm like, damn, I've been in the gym for a while, Like 20 minutes in my cardio, I'm like, man, I've been in the gym for, an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours getting there. You know what I'm saying? Getting up there in time. And I'm like, I gotta get home, I got other things to do, you know what I'm saying? So, doing cardio at the beginning of the day, I'm actually not saving any time, by the way. It takes more time, because I gotta drive to the gym and back twice instead of just the once. So actually, it saves less time, I actually use more time, but it allows me to focus on 2 things at once in the gym. Like today, I hit 65 minutes of cardio, an hour and 5 minutes of cardio. Usually, I hit that like 35, 45 minutes. I'm like, fuck, I gotta get out of here, you know what I'm saying? But because I was just doing cardio earlier today, I was able to focus on it a lot more. Put a movie on, I was good to go. Didn't have to worry about time. Now I'm racing against the clock, but I'm not gonna rush my workout just to get out of here at a certain time, But then again, I've always been one that takes shorter rest periods or longer rest periods between their sets, because I'm acquiring a lot of fatigue, getting close to failure or to failure during those sets. I'm taking rest so I could give a full throttle set the next time as well instead of a half-ass set, if I was gonna do a half-ass set, I might as well just do a drop set so I can make it a full-ass set, you know? Because if I could do eight reps on the last set, and I only wait a minute and a half, and I only do 4 reps the next set. Well, if I waited 2.5 minutes, I would have been able to do like another 7 reps, leaving some gas in the tank on that one. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna wait a minute and a half and only do 4 reps, I'll do 4 reps, take some weight off to a drop set at that point. You know, so I can actually get a significant amount of fatigue on that last set. Usually it's the last set of a muscle group that I'm going to be doing a drop set with, you know? This one won't be a drop set. I'm just going to hope that I can hit 8 to 9 reps on this one. 8 to 9 reps. We're pushing. Last set I pretty much failed at 9. Almost failed at 9. So I really had to push for that last one. But we'll see what happens in this last set here.
Come on.
Alright, that last one I might have cheated just a little bit. May have heave-hoed on that last one a little bit. Let's get that 8th rep. I really wanted it. I really wanted that 8th rep. Really wanted that 8th rep, so here we are. Able to rip our last set. We got to 8, you know. So next week, we'll see what happens. We'll go up weight. Probably just about 10 pounds. For now, let's go get a pump check. Alright, don't expect anything spectacular on this one, but I feel like it's not looking that bad. The side delt look okay. I mean, we worked those first. Oh, you know what? You know what? The side delts are kind of, they look, oh my god, that's kind of nasty. That's actually kind of nasty right now. The lighting's, oh shit. This pump is actually, I haven't had an arm pump like this in a minute. This is something else. This is something else. All right, let's check out the biceps. You know what? The side delts kind of juiced right now. The biceps, the peak, I haven't seen a peak like that on me in a minute. I usually, it's not like the way my biceps look, but today they look pretty good. My forearms are looking vascular as well. I didn't even work the forearms out, but my arms look kind of, diet down a little bit further. I'm thinking 5-ish more pounds. Give it some more weeks. I'll be looking pretty good, pretty vascular. You know, that's actually not a very bad pump. I'm sorry. I just feel like I look. This is a long pump check, but you know, I feel like I look pretty good for this time of night, you know what I'm saying? The haircut's actually doing me a lot of favors. It blocks my head out a little more, you know, makes my head look a lot more blocky, the round. So I think that might be helping, but. That was good. That was a good workout. We got all of our sets done. got a great pump from the looks of it. It's making my traps actually go to shame. Makes me look like I gotta work more traps out. This shit is not doing me a favors when it comes to my traps. For reference, I don't work traps out at all. I don't like the way big traps look, so I don't work them out super often. I work them out just through a lot of other work. A lot of my back work gets a lot of traps in there. So, but yeah, it's looking good. Nice. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.